This is a grave threat to people in Texas, to women in Texas, and to medical professionals in Texas.
President and CEO of the legal and public policy nonprofit Democracy Forward, Sky Perryman, says the emergency court briefs her group filed on behalf of two national medical groups collectively represent tens of thousands of doctors across the country,
whose hands have been tied as a result of an attorney general that is not protecting the health and well-being of Texas women.
She says Cox having to flee the state isn't just a dangerous precedent for her, but millions of other women across the state.
It could lead to more medical complications. And we also know that there are many people, millions of women in Texas who are not able to travel outside of the state to get the care that they need.
Cox is close to 21 weeks pregnant. In a historic move, she went to the courts last week to ask for an abortion after a physician determined her fetus had full trisomy 18, a lethal fetal anomaly. The courts granted her request, but it was swiftly blocked by an emergency stay requested by Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton.
Care that is necessary for her life, for her health, for her future fertility, for the well-being of her family.
But president and attorney for the nonprofit Texas Values, Jonathan Saenz, says he wants to know who's advocating for the child.
We haven't heard a lot of talk about the baby's life, and that's what Texas is about.
He points to a 2020 medical study that looked at a 26-year-old woman who was diagnosed with a chromosomal deformity, also known as Edwards syndrome. The same study says there's about a 1 in 10 to 1 in 20 chance of living past the age of 1 with that diagnosis.
One of the things this study says is that early detection and parental education has a lot to do with babies surviving well into adulthood.
Only about 50% of babies diagnosed with Edwards syndrome live past the first week. While Saenz says there aren't any legal penalties for leaving the state to get an abortion, he hopes Cox will choose to get a second opinion.
And I hope that she, my opinion, she's not exploited by the obsessed pro-abortion movement, and that she knows that baby has a chance to live and she has a chance to continue to be a mother.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and get the latest news by downloading the CBS Austin News app.